This is an open message to His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, as well as his partners in the push for BBI, that is Honorable Raila Odinga, as well as the Workers' Union representative, Bwana Atwoli, who are now moving around the country, pushing everyone towards the start of the collection of signatures in order to jumpstart the BBI referendum process. Now, we are at a stage where we can't say that BBI should be forgotten altogether, because I think we have come to the point where we are discussing a document. Even though that document is disputed, there are people who still have issues that they would like taken care of. The current push for us to proceed with the process seems to me and to many well-meaning Kenyans completely displaced and completely indifferent to the plight of many, many people in this country. There are several reasons for this. First of all, the sheer push of us to go into the collection of signatures right now and even hold a referendum at large, I believe is truly irresponsible and indifferent to the plight of many Kenyans. You're losing credibility very quickly by pushing something that can wait during a pandemic, unless you're telling us that this is not a pandemic. You are the same people that are telling us to sanitize, to stay at home, to work from home, to ensure social distance, and to do all these preventive measures, yet you are the same ones telling us to start a process that will certainly make a lot of people infected. The people you claim to be fighting for are dying. They're dying of disease, they're dying of hunger, they're dying of stress, they're dying from joblessness, not knowing what to do next. They're dying from seeing their children at home and not knowing when they will go back to school. Kenya is stressed up. Kenya is completely overwhelmed. And so for you to be pushing this whole idea of have the collection of signatures and just move on, whoever does not want to listen, let them stay. You're not looking good. You are not looking good as leaders. You are too indifferent. And there is a price for indifference, rejection as leaders. I don't know if you've ever read that book called The Emperor's New Clothes. That's how you look like. The Emperor's New Clothes. You think you're clothed, but you are not. We can see the emptiness in your thinking. We can see the emptiness in your plans. We can almost see your motives. And so we are saying that indifference itself is not good. I don't know if any one of you has ever heard of this musician that's called Garth Hewitt. He wrote a very powerful song talking about Nero of old. Nero has Rome burning and people dying, and he's supposedly sitting on top of his palace playing the fiddle. Nero's watching video while Rome begins to burn. Nero's wearing roller skates so he can quickly turn, get away from what he doesn't want to see or want to hear. Nero's wearing headphones and they stretch from ear to ear. Nero's got a private world for which the heart may yearn, but Nero's watching video while Rome begins to burn. That's how you look. You are busy doing everything as Kenya collapses. BBI can wait. And by the way, secondly, BBI meetings and even the distribution of documents itself can spread COVID. If handling cash money can spread COVID, then why do you think documents, spreading papers, will not spread COVID? Signing signatures, putting your signature on a piece of paper that is given to you can spread COVID. Or am I the only one who thinks like that? And then what about our frontline workers, our doctors, our specialists, our nurses, who should be handling this crisis, who should be taking care of us? They are dying. They are dying. And they are dying not because they must die. They are dying because they lack PPEs, which your government, Your Excellency, is not looking into quickly enough. They are dying because they can't rest. They are overwhelmed. They are dying because they don't have allowances to take care of their needs. They are overworked. They themselves are stressed. They are human beings like us. They don't even have enough places to put patients. Not enough masks. In some places, they're given 1 or 2 masks a day. These frontline workers. You know, in some places, they're operating without water, without, enough oxygen machines, without enough ICUs. In some cases, without enough mortuaries. My friends, if you still insist that this thing must go on, then you are truly indifferent. You are truly indifferent. Now, the IEBC, that is supposed to conduct this referendum for you, is not ready. It's not ready for the process. The IEBC chairman is actually even asking questions. They want changes made to the documents. They want amendments. So how can it even hold or supervise a referendum when the body that is supposed to supervise the referendum is asking questions about the referendum process and about the document? Religious leaders have spoken. MCAs have spoken. Different people are speaking, asking questions. We respect you. We have given you our hearts. We have given you our allegiance. Will you not listen to us? Or who are you supposed to be leading if not us? And we are telling you, it's not like all of us don't want the process. No. Bwana Atuoli, Bwana Raila, Your Excellency, it's not that we don't want the process. We are begging you, stop the process until Kenyans are safe, until our children are back to school, until we have food to eat, until our jobs are back, until we can pay our loans, until we can go to work, until we can assemble again. Don't bring us the disease. Don't increase this pandemic unless you know something we don't know, unless you think it's not a pandemic. And so I'm pleading on behalf of millions of Kenyans that you stop this process, postpone it. Let us really recover from this pandemic. Let us really recover from where we are. We're not even sober to make decisions unless you want to take advantage of people that are not sober. Unless there are plans to do something about this whole process, why rush it now? Wherever you are, please hear me, and I'm speaking on behalf of so many Kenyans. Well, I'll close by reminding you about the Titanic. Remember the captain once said, even God in heaven cannot sink this ship. Well, it sank. I'm reminding you about that. And I'm also reminding you that before the Titanic went down, there were warnings that the ship was leaking. There was no attention paid. We're warning you now, in love. We are patriotic. That's why we put out these social media messages. We love Kenya and we love the people of Kenya. We are telling you that Kenya's ship is leaking. The house is on fire. Stop everything else and take care of the fire, take care of the leak. And then we can move as one. You're supposed to unite us. You're dividing us. You're supposed to listen to us. We're the ones who elected you. Unless you're just imposing yourselves over us. Listen to us. We are telling you this is not the right time to do what you are doing. God bless Kenya. God bless Africa.